I've been putting together a chest rig. Originally on my backpack I had a tourniquet up here and I had something up here to hold my compass and stuff. And as I went out and tested it, I did find it kind of annoying being up there. So I decided to pull out my Hill People Gear chest rig, and I thought I'd keep it light. And I don't have much in here. But the main objective was to carry 4 tourniquets because I wanted to have 4 tourniquets with me. And the reason it is, I had watched this 45-minute video on a nurse that was in Ukraine. Now, we're not on the front lines, but I thought, you know, what do you got to lose? They do say you need to carry more than one. So, she stated you need to carry 4.
All right, so she has her right leg injured. So, am I going to use my tourniquet on her? No.
What if I don't have one?
If I like you, I'll give you one.
Okay, so have your own tourniquet with you. Better more than one.
Better
right?
more than one. Personally, on the front lines, I carry at least minimum 3. Right shoulder, left shoulder, and right or left ankle area. So I can immediately have it on the outside, and then I can deploy it and apply quickly.
So I thought, well, I'll carry 4 tourniquets. And I'll be honest with you, tourniquets are not cheap. These are pretty much renowned by the company I went with. Each tourniquet's about $30. So, you know, you're into $120 just for tourniquets. And then I wanted these tourniquet holders because they're laser, they're light, they're not bulky. And that was the 2 main reasons. Now, you can buy chest rigs on, you know, Amazon, made by a company called Winix or something, and they run for about $20. They're okay. I mean, they're okay for backpacking, and I'll have a link to it. And, you know, you can go to places like that where they're okay to use, but they're really not made very well. I can't see them lasting. Hill People Gear, they make great chest rigs, but probably the largest problem with Hill People Gear is they're very expensive. And that's a big thing. I'm the type of man that cry once, pay once is normally how I am. So, you know, like my backpack, by the time I was all done, it was $1,000. So, I'm the guy that's like, all right, I'm going to buy that. It's going to hurt. It's going to mess me up for a month. But once it's done and paid for, it's done. So people would say, oh, you like the best of the best. Well, not always. The best of the best doesn't always mean it's the best. 9 times out of 10, it is. But not always. And that's very important to understand. But let me show you what I have in here. And I'll get right back with you. So let's have a look at that and make sure, you know, when you buy your tourniquet case that you can quickly deploy a tourniquet, make sure it's staged, which simply means ready to go, and make sure you've taken it out of the package. You should be able to have access to your tourniquet and under a second apply it to your limb. Understand when you apply a tourniquet, you go high and tight, and it's going to hurt like hell when you put it on. Don't think it's not. But it is very important that these go on fast, and I mean really fast. A lot of people will buy a tourniquet, and it'll be in that shrink wrap plastic, and they'll throw it in their bug-out bags, their go bags, whatever, and say, okay, I got a tourniquet. Actually, you're going to die. You're going to bleed out. By the time you pull that out of your pack, by the time you cut that plastic off, by the time you even get it on you, you're dead. These have to be able to be deployed fast. So I got 4 on there. Now, this particular Hill People Gear chest rig, okay, in here I carry a Swiss Army knife. I carry bees for my lips. I carry a compass. I carry a sharpener. I carry a bunch of pens and pencils. A little oil. I carry a Right in the Rain pad. And I think that's it. I really don't carry a whole... Oh, I carry a light in here too. I really don't carry a whole lot in here. I try to keep it light because when you're wearing a chest rig, if you load up a chest rig too heavy, it's uncomfortable to carry on your chest. Now this also has a zipper in the back, okay? And I have nothing in there whatsoever, as you can see. That's for putting your handgun in. So now you can carry concealed if you want. That comes in handy. Now, on my particular backpack, I do have side carry on the belt. But as soon as my backpack is taken off, then I no longer have it on me. Which it will be removed from my backpack and shoved in here. This will stay on me. So that way, I always have access to it. There are certain things that you must have access to quickly, like a tourniquet, like a firearm. That's very, very important. So consider that. Now, originally I had one tourniquet up on my shoulder, and after watching a video, and I'll have a link to it, it's like 45 minutes, about this nurse in Ukraine, and she specified you need 4. Now, we're not on the front lines, but I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot have too many. And you need decent ones. You know, I've seen videos on people that have bought, $6 tourniquets thinking, okay, they're saving money. But then when they're applied, they snap, they break, they just don't take it. And that's the sad part. So, spend the money on a good tourniquet. And I'll give you a link to the ones I have. Now, how I buy tourniquets, I originally had 3. So I bought an extra one this week. But I tend to buy one here, one there, one here. And always wanting to have more. It's funny. My wife said, well, what do you got, like 100 down there? I said, no, I don't have 100. I says, they're not cheap. For example, I have another rig I'm working on. And I'm going to need at least 4 for that one. Because, I don't want to take these off, put them here, put them there. It's just easier to have the rig and throw it down. But this is my hiking rig. And it carries a little bit inside the pocket on my chest. But it also allows me to remove and put it inside here. So that's the thing. I do like the laser cut tourniquet holders. I kind of like that. Took a while for those to get here. They came all the way from California. But I really like them. Because they're a lot lighter than the other ones I see you pick up. So that's what I do to my Hill People gear. Something you might want to consider. This has Molly on the front, by the way. Catch you guys on the next one.